Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everyone! Happy 2022!
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what do you have there? I did not even notice that until just now. What is that, Chad?
It's the world's darkest bourbon.
Or it's...
Screw that.
Some sort of Coca-Cola product.
Screw dry January.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drink this whole thing.
You know, you don't have to do it.
Don't tell me that. It's hard enough as it is.
I mean, it'd be kind if you did it in solidarity.
I am.
Yes,
I am.
is.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna break first.
No.
I'm definitely not breaking. At all. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I know it's only January 2nd, but I will say it hasn't been any big deal until today. I was doing some timestamps on a video, and so I was watching bourbon. And now here, where for the past, how many years have we been doing live?
We just drink.
3 or 4 years.
When we're sitting here, we drink
When we're
bourbon.
sitting here and we're talking to you guys, we share whiskey. So, like, here, it's tough. I'll say that. But dry January is a bit of an experiment for us, among other things. And so I'm here
Yes.
for it. I'm in it.
We'll resume normal drinking practices in February. Maybe that'll be rye month.
You know, I was thinking about that. With having dry January, if February is restricting us just to ryes, that might be too much. That might be too big of an ask. Or unless we do like a wishy-washy rye.
It could be whatever. I was
Yeah.
just kidding. I thought it would be funny to do dry month followed by rye month.
No, me too. I love
Funny.
I love the synergy of it.
Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah, maybe we can do a few rye centric episodes in February and
Right.
call it rye month. But
Yes.
I'd like to get back to that beloved bourbon. But how is everyone doing? Happy New Year, as we said. First off, I want to know if anyone is joining us for, even if it's dry week or the complete dry January. Let us know.
I think I saw some people saying that they were
Oh, that's the monitor.
gonna dabble.
Gonna dabble?
You know, I feel like we sometimes when we do lives, if we don't have a very strict schedule of whiskeys that we need to taste through, we generally just chat and answer questions and do super chats and stuff anyways.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that much of a departure. I am really looking forward to it just because this year there's even more events than normal, it seemed like. And we definitely had our fair share of alcohol, and I'm looking forward to just taking a little break. But we'll still be here, and we have ideas for shows. You know, we don't want to bore you just by sitting here and staring. We're not going to do that. So we have ideas for content, but let us know if there's something you'd like us to talk about or maybe get into more of a discussion topic. It'll be almost like a video podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Steve's
I guess
saying,
you
do
can
they still
drink.
have to sit in front of all that delicious bourbon?
We do, so that's the hard part is it's all right.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
all... Hey, there's Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Pam. Scott saying that he's going to attempt dry January. Be
We
strong.
admire your attempt.
JG, 877 Mash Now, he's going dry this week.
Nice, a dry week.
Yeah.
Orlando's
and
doing a
then
dry 75.
David said his wife, he and his wife have done dry January for 8 years now.
Wow.
Or no, wait, just your wife, sorry.
Yes.
Because
And
she's the best DD ever.
Nice.
Yeah, dry 75. That's 75 days?
Is that part of like 75 hard?
Or you just can't have like a French 75 or that
No.
cocktail or something?
No, that's not it. But good try.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So-
thank you all for joining us in the chat. Real quick, let's just kind of talk about the thumbnail that you posted and what this episode's going to be about.
This episode, and sorry, I know some
Get
other
caught
people
up.
said that they are as well, but this episode is just sort of like a look back at 2021. You know, we put some prompts there on the thumbnail, and we have some written down in our phone, but also we want to hear from you guys, whatever you want to know. This is sort of also an AMA, ask us anything,
A little forum.
type of thing, but yeah, we got some prompts that we want to do,
I think it's, important to think back.
Yeah.
Have a little reflection time, because it also helps us plan for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And as Chad said, we do want to hear from you all. I like constructive criticism, so I request gentle feedback. Please don't make me cry.
Right.
I just want to get better for you guys. So yeah,
Trev.
niceness is appreciated.
Trev the bourbon went.
Did you almost say the bourbon wench?
Yes.
Wow. I'm sure he'll answer to that as well.
The bourbon wench says no such thing as dry. Damp will have to do. So he's doing a damp January, I guess.
Hey,
that's
more power to you. No judgment also
Yeah.
from us. If this is our first year doing it, highly requested by me. So
No.
we'll see how it goes.
non-alcoholic. This is actually a nice vintage of Coke Zero.
He said he just felt weird not having anything.
Yeah, this is really just so I feel a little bit more
A
normal.
little fancy.
Another thing that we're going to do in this live is, now this is just for Patreon people, but I know a lot of them are in here, is we said anyone who sends us a video for the Yule log video that we did will be entered into a drawing for a mash made in heaven, the very first ever It's Bourbon Night
Barrel pick
that we ever did. And I got a wheel with everyone's name on it.
I was going to say, I'm not prepared for this.
That's okay. I did the homework. So we can do that maybe middle of the show?
Middle of the show.
Okay,
Let's do
8:30.
it. We don't want to make you guys, I mean, we do want you to stick around for the whole time.
Around
But
8:30 hour.
we'll do that. All right, perfect. So let's get started, I guess, on some questions. I know, because otherwise we'll just scroll through the chat the whole time.
Sure.
And as entertaining as I know it is to watch Chad read.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
This is what I was talking about.
First super chat. How about that?
We do have our first super chat.
James Wolverton, King of the Wild Frontier, saying Happy New Year. What's your first pour of 2021?
What was the first pour of 2021?
Oh. Well, I know what it was.
You do?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was probably Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B521.
You said I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said it was probably.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what I was drinking.
How can the first pour of January of 2021 of last year?
Oh, 2021.
Does he mean last year or this year? I don't know what he means.
I don't remember what last year was, but the first of 2022, which would have been what I was drinking at the last of 2021, would have been Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B521.
That is also what I had in my cup.
Yeah. Thank you, James. And then...
The final drink.
yeah, from Joshua saying a month of moisture. Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed that one. Thanks, Joshua.
Champagne. There was some champagne in there, just like a sip, because do not mix those two.
I can't with
No.
champagne.
Thank you for those super chats.
Thank you.
There we go.
I think we answered your question, James.
Yes.
All right. Ask a question.
Okay.
Entertain me.
Get the prompt up. Boom. All right, Sarah.
Okay. I'm ready.
What was your biggest surprise of 2021?
That's a good question. I think I would have to say, honestly, like how much we did with the store with Whiskey Ambitions. Like the fact that we just started it in 2018, because most of you, all people on here, were like, I want a t-shirt or I want a Glencairn. Where can I get that? And so we just started in the middle of 2018 just to, appease the masses. And we just kept adding stuff. And like this year we added more things than ever. Well, in 2021 and did the most sales ever. And that just blew me away. I still can't believe it's like the little engine that could. I don't know. Every year I'm shocked.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, Stefan had basically the same question, but his was actually a pour of which you had low expectations that ended up knocking your socks off. So we'll get to that. Mine is how quickly the bourbon library filled up.
Oh, yeah. You thought when we finished it last year. Or, I'm sorry, I keep saying last year.
2020.
We finished it in summer of 2020, I think. Summer or fall. And I remember thinking, yeah, it's going to take forever. We have so much space. It's going to sit half empty or whatever. And then it's not what
There's
happened.
floor bourbon.
There's floor bourbon again.
There's plans for more shelves.
Not
but,
a complaint.
Yeah. Now, going to the pour question, a pour of which you had low expectations but ended up knocking your socks off. I don't know if really anything felt like that. Exactly.
Yeah, I can't think of anything like that either. I mean, I can think of ones that I had. Well, there's one that I want to answer, but I don't want to give away the secrets to this past Friday's episode. I don't want to spoil things for you.
Sure. Yeah, that episode's only been out a couple days, so.
I guess I would say the thing that came in at number 1, I did not anticipate liking it that much because it did not perform so well in 2020, that release. And so when it came in first for 2021, I was very shocked, but also excited. So if you want to know the fill in the blank as to that question, I guess you have to watch Friday's episode, which is the best of 2021.
I mean, without really looking through the bottles and thinking about it, I know I was pleasantly surprised with the Dickel bourbon just because of sort of our track record with Dickel whiskey, or Dickel Tennessee whiskey, I guess. And then the Dickel Tennessee bourbon was like, well, this isn't anything like the bottled and bonds
True.
that we've had. So that was a good surprise.
Yeah.
It didn't knock my socks off, but I was
Surprise.
pleasantly surprised about it.
What about Chris?
Chris Smart?
Nope. Up.
Nope. Chris, this one.
Would it be better to do a dry week once every 3 months instead of one entire month per year? So, in theory, yes, I agree with you. I would very much like to do that, anyways. But for us, starting really late August, early September, we start doing more events. There's whiskey festivals, my birthday, like a bunch of birthdays and celebrations, and then it's the holidays. And so by the time we get to January, I'm like, please, no more drinking. Especially after we do our best of the year and do that countdown and episode a day for 25 days. So by January, I'm usually ready for a break anyways. This year, it just so happens to line up with something that I'm doing personally, which is, I mean, I don't really think we need to get into it, but like a nutritionist food elimination thing. So I have to do 30 days of eating only specific things to kind of like figure out what it is my body doesn't like. We don't need to get into all that, but it just happened to line up. So this year, that was like one of the main reasons why I wanted to do dry month for me, was because I can't drink during that anyways. So what do you think? Dry month once every 3 months?
I think it's
Quarterly dry month?
quarterly. I mean, I know like the Whiskey Vault does dry weeks and stuff, and a lot of their viewers do the same when they do it. So it would kind of be cool if we could sort of start getting that thing going ourselves. But I think
I personally really enjoy it.
I think it's more of the challenge. You know, can we go all of January without drinking bourbon?
Chad's taking it personally now.
Any alcohol for that matter. But
Yeah.
if there were to be an alcohol had in January, it would definitely be bourbon.
It would definitely be bourbon.
American whiskey. So that's kind of why we're doing it. And yeah, as we said, just to kind of hit that reset.
Also,
the reset button.
We've done it once before. Well, I've done dry month once before in 2019. And I noticed whenever I came off of it, I felt like my palate was almost refreshed. Like I could taste more nuanced things, you know, because I hadn't had it. I don't know. That's just how I felt. We'll see, I guess.
Dave's asking the most overrated bourbon of 2021, one that didn't live up to the hype. I think that's going to be more of a It's Bourbonnight Awards.
Ooh, that's a good category.
Definitely, yeah, we've had that category.
We
yep.
have.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah.
why I like it.
But you know, that's voted on by you all. You know, first it goes to Patreon to get narrowed down to 5, and then those 5 go to the YouTube page for voting. So everyone can have a say in that. But if you want to know what we would say,
think? I don't know that I have an answer to that.
I think, well, I would have had an answer, and then that opinion got changed.
I agree.
And that was the Russell's 13-year barrel proof.
Yes. Before November.
That's
what I thought.
Yeah. If we had it on the live where we uncorked it and then just written it off and hadn't revisited it, hadn't listened to the community and realized that, hey, we need to put this in our blind best of because the community is really behind it. If we hadn't done that and just written it off, that would have been it. But luckily we didn't. As I say in the best of episode, we had many touches on it, and well, you watched the episode to see where it fell. But it would have been that one. Also, the Remus Repeal 5, I saw someone else say that it was a letdown.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Well, because someone said it. I can't remember who it was now. It's Joshua right here. We also put that one in the best of. And Friday's episode, we're going to do a breakdown episode, get really into the statistics of it all and comparisons, and we'll let you know more.
Sports.
Right, because Friday's episode was, last Friday that is, the best of, the top 10, was just the top 10. Now we're going to talk about all those others, where they landed, how it compared, what was the trends. We're going to probably have to get the headsets with the mic.
I would love that.
And some replay.
Yes, I want to
slow motion.
I want that
type of things.
I saw another good question. It's gone now, but I think it was from Keith. Sorry, it's not on screen. It's okay. Don't worry about it. He just asked, what was our favorite pick that we did this year, and I like that question. There it is.
Where?
The pink.
There it is.
There. In 2021. That's tough. Ooh.
Now, you could also break that down two ways. Pick experience or quality of bottled product.
I'm going to interpret that as which of them was my favorite taste-wise. And I got to say, I feel like I'm not thinking through all of them.
Can't pick one.
It's probably between A Dame to Drink For, and which was a Nulu, and the Four Gate Rye was really good.
But those are those are different categories.
Very different categories.
Very different categories. The Four Gate finished MGP 95.5 Rye, and then the Nulu also MGP. So there's that in common, but not rye. 21% rye bourbon, 5 and 4 months. But yeah, I would also say Nulu, A Dame to Drink For is of the. In this stratosphere, like the Four Gate toasted rye,
it's an outlier.
Is out there in the stratosphere. So, of those, it's that Nulu, A Dame to Drink For. I think that one is going into the tier of A Mash Made in Heaven as being like iconic status.
For our picks, not like in the world. We don't really.
No, I'm just talking about in our universe. But we're kind of seeing that from other people too.
Yeah.
True. So.
We have a large super chat.
We got a big one. Todd Koopa and the Koopa Troopas saying, Happy New Year, all. Question. Besides Sazerac, what is your dream barrel pick to go on for this coming year?
That's a good question.
Yeah, both a Kentucky distillery and a distillery outside of Kentucky. Well, first of all, triangle cheers to you, Mr. Koopa. Which, speaking of the...
Oh, no.
And you get a cowbell.
I gotta separate these.
Speaking of the Yule Log video that we had patrons submit videos for, Mr. Koopa said that there are 6 Easter eggs in his segment, and I can only see 4. So go watch that. They're alphabetical, so he's T for Todd. He's towards the end.
Easter eggs.
And let me know if you can see more Easter eggs. All right.
I don't know that I saw them. I'm very not observant.
To Todd's question, besides Sazerac, what is your dream barrel pick this coming year? Both a Kentucky. So let's do Kentucky first.
I want to do another Russell's Reserve pick.
Ooh, you want to do that over a Heaven Hill Elijah Craig Barrel Proof?
No.
If you do, that's fine.
No,
Russell's is amazing.
When we did Warehouse Delicious, that was such a good bottle. Was not just an It's Bourbonnight pick, so we don't include it in our universe.
But that one also, it doesn't count because it's not IBN strictly, but that one also kind of went into that tier level of like people
even 2 years later would be like, where is there any of that still around? Like I wish that we had bought more.
I wish.
Unfortunately not. So we think, I'm gonna stick with my answer. Although I do love Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
I'm gonna say Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
That would be great. I'm gonna stick with my answer.
Just because it's it's like, but there's 3 releases a year, and then here's a 4th, and it's got your name on it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Outside of Kentucky.
I have a list on my phone of the ones I want to do.
I mean, I might just say MGP. Now, that could be so many different distilleries, facilitating that pick. But, a dame to drink for is MGP.
Oh. I know.
Yeah?
Well, I don't think that they do them anymore.
Mm.
But I would love to do a Bell Mead cast strength pick.
MGP.
Fine.
Yeah.
Or a 3-chord.
Probably MGP. I don't know.
We don't know.
But yeah, 3-chord would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
But we're working on a project with Penelope Bourbon, and that is actually going to happen. So I'm really excited about that one, and they are outside of Kentucky.
It's true.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm. Jeff Winbush with a super chat here. He says, "This is my B-Day month. Happy early birthday. And I have a rendezvous with a bottle of Booker's I am not going to put off. Special thanks to you guys and Joseph Brazo for the kind gifts."
Joseph Brazo,
Joseph.
always remembering the gifts.
He put up the...
I know.
Yeah, he won the... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A grand fellow.
Stuff. Things.
Things, names. Remembering.
Yeah. So thank you.
These are a lot of questions.
Thank you for that, guys.
Ooh. Mastodon wants to know, what's your favorite celebrity chef? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know that I have a lot of experience, but one of my favorite meals I've ever eaten was at Momofuku in New York, so maybe David Chang?
Okay. I know you like Thomas Keller a lot.
I do love Thomas Keller, but I've never been to one of his restaurants. But I've taken his masterclass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I would like to answer that again next year when I've done more traveling.
Does she count as a celebrity chef yet?
Absolutely not.
I would say Sarah.
No, that's so sweet. And well, someone please mark his points down. He wants his husband points.
They aren't easy to spot, says Tom Cooper. Well, 4 of them.
What are you talking about?
His.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Drew wants to know. Oh, he said, I
Mash
see.
Made in Heaven won Best Pick on someone's channel not so long ago.
Clearly, I can't read fast enough to determine if things are questions or not.
'Tis true, 'tis true, 'tis true.
Thanks for reminding everyone, Drew. Ooh, this is a good question, and I think this was on our list. Old Man Crypto, down one, wants to know, what 2022 release are you most excited about? Well, I will say, I don't know if this is coming, but I hope they release it in 2022 because they didn't get one this year. A William Heaven Hill.
Yes.
We want that back.
We want that back.
Also, I don't expect for it to be on the best list or anything, but I am really excited about the Maker's DNA series. I know half of it came out this year. I'm pretty excited about the rest of it.
I think all of it's out. It's just, we're getting ours through the Maker's
Whiskey
Drop.
I really thought that the other two didn't come till February. No, you
They
get 'em
won't
all.
be coming for us. But no,
You
you
can
can
get
get
'em all?
them at the distillery. Yeah,
Oh,
and
well then
other
never mind,
places.
because then it's a 2021.
Right. Yeah.
Well.
Boo. I don't know. I want to go look. Breaking Bourbon always has a great,
They do have a good
release
schedule.
calendar thing. I don't want to kind of peruse those. I don't know what the E.H. Taylor special fancy thing is going to be for 2022. I don't know.
We'll ever get it.
Right. No, we won't, but,
That's a good question. I like that question.
That's good.
There's so many questions. I wish we could read them all.
Have you cracked open that barrel 2022 New Year's cask strength yet? If so, what are your thoughts? We have.
We did.
We did. On Fred Minnick's Repeal Day Expo, we interviewed Will from Barrel Craft Spirits, and we sipped on that while we talked to him. And it's rather good. I can't pull out any tasty notes from my memory.
Not from memory.
But it was enjoyable.
I remember being pleased and having more than I said I was going to have.
Yeah.
So that's always how you know it's good.
Exactly. DNA, do not allocate. No, DNA series is, so Makers is proud of the barrel entry proof that they go into. So as sort of an experiment, they did that with 110, which is their entry, normally, 115, 120, and 125. So that's kind of, so you can taste the differences of it going into the barrel at that proofage.
Yes.
Joey Tony back at Donuts saying, I just finished clearing snow. There's snow up there?
Yeah.
What's in the glass?
Have you not been watching the weather?
Have you heard of comedian Chris Porter? If you haven't, find him on Amazon Video. Trust me. Well, Joey, this is Coke Zero. So it's dry January. But no, I haven't heard of him. We'll check that out. We have, what do you say, on Amazon? We have Amazon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll check it out. Thank you much.
Okay.
I'm going to, well, here. Cowboy jersey. There we go.
I saw Mark wants to know when we're coming to Colorado. Would love to come to Colorado. This is actually, okay, I do want to read more questions and stuff, but I feel like we got to get back on track because we're almost halfway
drawing
through.
in 5 minutes.
Well, yes, but I feel like we need to get back on track because we're not delivering on the promise of this episode at this point.
Right.
So talking about that and travel things, we talked about doing like a It's Bourbon Night on tour. Like if we could do like several major cities and make it like a road trip out of it or something, and not. I don't know if we would film a live episode. I think that would be fun, but I think what I would like more than that would be to just go and do this type of a Q&A and do like a tasting. So you would buy a ticket and we would, do a hour-long or whatever Q&A tasting thing at a bar or whatever, and then afterwards just like mix and mingle.
Sure.
And hang out with people. Because you guys are watching us film a live episode right now. It just feels weird to get all those people together and then be like, shh, we're filming. I guess
Well, that's usually not how filmed in front of a live studio audience things
I know,
work,
but we won't be filmed in front of a live studio audience. We'll be filmed in the back corner of a bar with 50 people or something like that. It won't be the same. So, anyways, we talked about doing like some sort of a It's Bourbon Night on tour. So, I don't know if that'll happen
What do you guys think about that?
in 2022.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll like be 2022/2023. We can make tour t-shirts. It'll be fun.
Who's your favorite captain of 2021?
Obviously, it's you.
It's Captain Trev Wilson.
The same as every year.
Yeah. Close second, Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
Yes, they like it. They like the idea.
Oh, okay. Good.
Scott Paisley said he'll come along. So let's look back more at 2021.
Okay.
Are there any other questions in your...
Well, there's a super chat that has a question. No, but it's a super chat.
It is.
From Misselman, saying Happy New Year. Not going dry, celebrating with y'all tonight. Retired on Friday after 35 years of federal service. Enjoying my last of my
Old Rip Van Winkle 10 year.
Thank you.
Best ever I've had so far. Love you guys.
Yes. Thank you. I was trying to decode that in my head, and
I saw it. Didn't work.
It was not. Things weren't spinning. Well, congratulations.
Yes. Congrats.
Yeah, that's retirement. That's awesome.
And Doug says dry August 2022 or later. We could. I mean, you're doing dry August, or we should do dry August. I'm not sure.
But either way, we appreciate it.
I would probably do a dry week in August at least.
Yeah, we do that. Middle of the year.
Okay.
Or, that's not middle of the year.
Are you ready to acknowledge me now?
What's up?
The question I asked you before you...
What'd you say? Other questions?
Yes.
Other questions. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll do our drawing.
Let's close out 2021, and then we'll do our drawing. We talked about our biggest surprise.
Biggest accomplishment.
I mean, I think we could both agree that would be our 5-year anniversary / getting that episode done. Because that was like the culmination of 5 years. That was huge. Yes. And you stayed up until like 5 a.m. working on it.
Yeah. Missed opportunity of 2021.
Ooh.
I can go first if you need to ruminate.
Yeah, go first.
I would say not doing some new series, some new shows that we've kind of been cooking up.
Yes, that. I have.
So that probably becomes a 2022 resolution right there.
I have been saying for a while. Well, I started saying it in 2019 that we were going to do it in 2020, but more travel content of like, if you're coming to Bardstown, here's exactly what I would do, or places you need to see, or whatever. Same thing with a bunch of different cities in Kentucky if you're coming for the Bourbon Trail and stuff. Obviously, we didn't get to do it in 2020, and then this year got out of hand, so we didn't do it this year. So I'd say that's a huge missed opportunity because we get that question all the time. I'm coming to insert Kentucky City here. What should I do?
Right.
And I'm like, man, this should be a video.
Right. Yeah. I agree. What about biggest challenges that were in 2021?
Definitely working with you.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know.
Agreed. I would say just doing it all. And by that, doing the channel, doing Whiskey Ambitions, Patreon, planning those new shows, new series, trying to come up with different types of videos and doing all of it well.
Right. So that's my thing is like, that's what I struggle with a lot is feeling like, and I feel like this could come off as complaining and I'm not trying to because I'm like super thankful for what we've built and like what you guys have helped us build. But it feels like we have so many things now and so many touch points and we're kind of in that weird space where there's still just the two of us, but there's more work than the two of us can do. So it feels like we're never really doing anything 100% great. It feels like we're just doing a lot of things acceptable to semi-good.
Passing grade.
Passing grade,
Passing
right?
grade.
And I'm a perfectionist, so I want to like kill it on everything. And so, I hopefully that you guys don't feel that way, but I feel that way. Like, especially when it comes to communications, because we have, different social media platforms and we have Patreon and we have YouTube and then there's emails and
so many different ways
there's so many ways you can contact us. And I'm like, I'm dropping the ball. I'm dropping the ball. So that's something I hope to get better at next year.
Sure.
Or we'll reach a point where maybe we get an intern or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Big super check.
Woo!
Coming in here from George.
Saying,
I've been watching you all since you started posting YouTube videos.
Wow,
Love your
George,
shows.
thank you.
Have you checked out the Bourbon Barrel Tavern in Elizabethtown, Kentucky? No.
No.
Haven't been to E-Town in quite a
oh
while.
gosh, forever.
If we're going through there or to there, yeah, well, for sure. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that great super chat.
Thank you. That
There's
gets a
another
triangle.
Toasting with a Coke Zero. It's great.
I feel like that's a good recap of 2021. Also, as we said, again, we're trying to keep up with comments, but it's not always possible. So, if you guys have things that like you saw this year that you think we could get better at, feel free to gently comment that.
Absolutely.
We like feedback. We want to get better. So please let us know. But your kindness is appreciated.
Follow up on George's super chat. He's saying it's one of the best bourbon bars around.
Ooh, well then we need to make it out there.
And then a super chat from Joseph Brito
Joseph.
saying any 2022 predictions regarding the bourbon world / industry. My prediction is more upward growth, no bursting of the bubble yet. Some potential problems that might sort of end up agitating customers are more and more brands popping up on the shelf and making it even more confusing for people who are just starting out, or that might, the fear is the person who's just getting into bourbon rolling the dice with their dollars. Maybe it's $40-$50 and it's a new brand,
Pretty label.
that just isn't there yet, and then they get turned off to bourbon in general because there wasn't someone there to tell them, hey, maybe start out with these.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for. That's what
Hopefully.
other channels are out there for, doing that type of work. But that's one of my predictions.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good topic that we could spend a lot of time on. There's a lot of saturation. I think it's going to get even more. I think the experienced consumer can see past most of those things and see like, oh, well, all this stuff is sourced from the same place and it's all 5-year-old this or that. So why would I pay $80 for this bottle when I can pay $40 for this bottle?
Go straight to the source.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I think that we'll see like more experienced people, It's hard to say if those other brands will fall off, though, because, I mean, again, I like to use this example, but, like, if you look at Napa, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of wineries, and I'm sure they all produce, acceptable wines. Some of them are excellent, and some of them are, I'm sure, just pretty good. I don't know. Maybe they're all great, but, like, I feel like you could be out there for a month, and you would never even be able to see all the wineries, so what can bourbon withstand? Because we're talking hundreds of dollars of a bottle for wine and you
Yeah.
get 4.5 glasses out of it. Like,
Right.
what about bourbon? You know, I don't know that we're there yet, but
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about the bubble bursting, I don't think we're there yet.
I agree.
But
Thank you for that.
thank you. It's a good thought-provoking question.
It is. And then a super chat from Forrest saying, favorite of the most recent Stag Juniors. Well, of the 2021 releases, we only got to try the summer, this batch 16.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't watched our top 10 American whiskeys of 2021,
You should.
you should, if you want to know about that.
And then last year's the batch 15, right?
15 or 14. I can't remember. I think it
was
might have
the
been
15.
the 14.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
We just like a good Stag Junior.
Yeah. And then Brian Brennicky. On the topic of something to get better at, Tammy says I need to pay attention to what she's saying more. Looks like Chad and I share something in common.
Brian, how astute of you.
Yeah, can be. For both Forrest and Brian.
I'm trying to steer.
All right, let's draw
do
a
your
bottle.
drawing. Yes, let's do your drawing.
Let's draw a bottle.
And we can talk more about this coming year.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Let's go over. Yeah. Hey, there's that. Here we are. Okay. I have in here. What? No, cancel that. What's going on? Okay.
Have you seen that joke? It's, are you a software update? Because not now.
Because not now. Yeah, so this is everyone who contributed a Yule log video for this year from Patreon, and whoever gets this...
Wait, why are we on there? You cheat.
We contributed a bottle.
It's true.
Should we just do one spin and that's the winner? Or
Yeah, one spin and
All
that's
right.
the winner.
One spin and that's the win. Here we go.
What did you say they win?
Mash made in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Hey!
Wayne and Amy. All right,
Look
Wayne
at
and
you.
Amy. You just won yourself a bottle. Oh, go back. Come on. There you are. Of a Mash Made in Heaven. It's Bourbon Night's first ever
Let me write this down.
official, just us, barrel bourbon. Yeah, Knob Creek, by the way. I don't think we said that. It's a Knob Creek Mash Made in Heaven. That was 2019, right? Yeah, 2019 when we did that. So, boom. Congratulations, guys. And sorry,
I have to write it down. Even though we're not drinking, I still have to write it down.
just others. Looks like it got so close. Looked like it was almost Tony Bag of Donuts.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was really close.
But thank you all, everyone who participated in the Yule log video, because that was fun.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, see, do good things, win fun prizes. I don't know.
Okay, making sure we're all cut up
We
there.
are,
Yeah,
I
we
believe.
are. Yeah, congrats, guys.
So,
Tis a great bottle.
for next year,
Mm-hmm.
I know we kind of said missed opportunities for this past year, and I don't think this question's on your list. But what's something that you really want to do
In
in
2022?
2022? I keep saying this year, next year, in 2022.
I would.
Can you think of anything?
Oh yeah, I would love to have the time to do a more like a mini documentary style video.
Ooh.
Like one topic, but go really deep into that topic, and be a really produced episode with interviews from
Like it could air
several
on
people, and not like a hour-long thing. Maybe
TV. Like a PBS
maybe,
special.
Yeah, maybe it's only like 22 minutes or something, but that would be really great to do. That kind of dovetails into another topic, but I don't want to.
I mean, I think my answer would be somewhat similar to yours, but definitely I really want to do travel content. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's a lot of work and we really don't know. I think there's the appetite there for it just based on the questions that we get, but we don't make videos like that really. We do like event recaps and stuff. And like being just 100% transparent, like those are so fun to do and we love going to the events, but like they don't, get as many views, and so we're not sure, like, do people really find that useful? Do they not? Is it just that the event's too specific? So we're kind of rolling the dice by doing a travel video because it's a lot of work to put into one. And like you got to go to the places and get the footage and stuff. So it's time consuming too.
Yeah.
So like I would definitely want to do one and see how it goes. And then who knows? Maybe it'll pop off.
True.
I just want to be helpful.
Joey Tony's saying, "What do I get for almost?" You get a shout out. Congrats.
A sip of cola. Cola.
Cola. Yeah, that sort of. There was a question that we'd cooked up that sort of dovetailed into what I was thinking about.
Because you were saying about the docu-series style stuff, more produced, and
yeah,
like, what are you most looking forward to, or like, what do you want to do?
it might have been like,
if we start talking about something else,
just,
you'll remember it.
Well, sort of like disappointments of 2021.
Oh.
And don't really have any disappointments on the content we put out because I love it all. I'm proud of it. But, you know, it from a video maker's point of view, it hurts a little when you put so much time into a video and, you know, people appreciate it, but it doesn't get the views. And then you spend, you know, like a fifth of the time on a bottle review, and because it's from a certain popular place, it gets like 10 times the amount of views. Like, that hurts the ego a little bit, but, you know, that's more of a boo-hoo me type of thing. But, I mean,
I know what you mean. It's unfortunate, but...
But also, don't want to ever stop doing videos like that. I remember what it was. It was...
Because you don't want to just be chasing clicks.
Right. It was favorite things that we did in 2020.
Ooh, I know.
Yeah, you know, let me kind of... Because mine kind of pulled... So, mine was... but I'm going to let you finish, but let me talk.
Beyonce should have won.
Yeah. But doing more, like, outside-of-the-box videos. Like, you know, this year... We did another Yule Log video, which we've been talking about. We did the Spirits of Christmas.
That you've been wanting to do for forever.
Music video with Perry, which we had been planning since 2019. Weren't able to get it together. He had a baby in 2020, plus it was 2020, so that wasn't the right time. This year, finally, we got it recorded, got the music video shot, finally got it out. You know, not a whole lot of people have watched it. So, but I think if there's a takeaway from all that is to not let that, you know,
deter
hamper
you.
creativity.
I agree.
Because it's when you start saying, well, these type of videos, or when we do this, or when we talk about this topic, these get the views.
But
so
then
that's we're just going to put all in on that. Yeah, exactly. So I think if there's a takeaway from it is to keep doing those outside of the box videos.
We need some variety.
One, because it's good for us to step out of the norms, and then two, it might not get a whole lot of views, but the people who do watch it seem to really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that's...
Like super fan videos.
Yeah. So in 2022, to keep going outside of the norm and doing those, you know, super type of creative...
Even if no one watches it.
Videos.
I know you all watch it.
What about you, Sarah, with
Well, mine's not nearly as good. I mean, it was... One of my favorite things we did this year was we did a pop-up tent at Bourbon on the Banks and sold our merch, which is the first time we've ever done that. We've just been online only. And I really liked it, even though it rained at the end and was very muddy and gross. I still really, it was like one of those days where it felt very fulfilling to put in all the work, to take everything out there, set it all up, be out there all day, and then tear it down and come home. Because we got to meet so many people, and I would really like to do more of that next year. 'Cause I like to see people face to face. So,
and shout out to all those who helped us.
Yes, shout out. Thank you.
Jason Newman with a super chat, saying, will you drink from the James Karen bucket of 2022?
No. I'm going to leave that poor decision in another year.
A poor
decision. Oh, no. Oh. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, wow. Hey, look, Swan's here. Hey, Swan.
Swan's the best.
Yeah. Speaking of help.
Yes.
He was one of them. Yeah.
Swan loved a pop-up tent. He helped, yeah.
311 people watching, but only 126 likes. Hit that like. Thank you, Bourbon Ginger.
If you like.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
What else? So I am looking forward to getting back more into travel this year. I mean, we did some at the end of 2021, but for the most part, we didn't. I mean, 2020 was none. 2021 was more.
Limited.
And then I hope that I mean, we'll see, but I hope that this year things kind of get back on track. Because I would love to do, I don't know if the tour thing will work out this year. We may need more advanced planning, or maybe it'll just be a fall thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, we have nothing really until March. Then we have the New Orleans Bourbon Festival at the end of March and Whiskey Weekend Batch 4. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully we'll get to take our honeymoon this year. Mm. We have to.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. After that, there's really not a lot going on in the summer that I can think of. Used to be the Bourbon Affair was in the summer, but I think they'll... Like, we don't know if the Bourbon Affair is going to happen. We don't know if Bourbon and Beyond will happen. Mm-hmm. And those things are always in, usually, like, September. What else? Bourbon on the Banks again.
Right.
Bastards Ball again. We want to do some more meetups. Mm-hmm. There's talk of a Vegas meetup. I need to get that together. I don't know how. Brian's going to help.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work, but I'll work on it.
Old Man Joe asking, are you planning on doing more TikTok videos?
Yes, we need to do that.
Again, that's a whole time to do. That fits in the do-it-all thing.
Mm-hmm. We did several, like, in the early fall, like late summer, early fall, when we weren't as busy, and then things get crazy September, October, November, and so, it really just, I wasn't prepared. Mm-hmm. So, we would love to do more of those.
Resolution-wise is we want to do some more collaborative videos, and hopefully this month where we're doing dry, you'll see more people coming on to kind of help, facilitate things. But also, we got a couple of really big collaborative ideas. Mm-hmm. They're going to involve a lot of, whiskey tube that hopefully will happen. Mm. And some really big projects that would be super cool that I can't say any more about, but...
Shut your mouth.
Yeah. We got irons in the fire, I'm trying to say.
They are.
2022, bring back the bangs.
Mm-hmm. These are bangs.
Those are bangs, it's true.
Look at them.
Yeah.
They're just curtain ones. I will never bring back the straight across ones. Someone else said, let's see, where did it go? Dawn E said, we need an official hot toddy video. That is on the docket. Yes, we'll be making one of those. I'm definitely going to make a blog out of it, but if we're going to do that, I might as well make a video too.
That's right.
If Chad will edit it for me.
I will.
We shall ask him. If he's feeling so generous.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would like to do another Keeneland meetup too. That was fun.
That was fun.
Keeneland is our local, horse racing track, and there's a, we call it the Hill, but it's like a grassy area where everyone tailgates. And a couple years ago, we set up a big bourbon bar up there. We didn't get in trouble, so... I mean, it's a tailgating situation. We brought it. I don't know. No sales are being made as long as everyone's of age.
Right.
So that would be fun to do again.
Yeah, for sure.
I have big plans.
The biggest regret of us not drinking this particular day.
Why? What?
I would really love, and we could still do a toast, but I would really love to raise a glass, even if it's not whiskey, to Betty White.
I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
Betty White.
It's hard when you grow up with that show, and then to be, But I mean, it's very sad. But you know what I read that was funny is, I think this is true, that they had already printed, because her birthday's next month, that they had already printed all the People magazines and said, Betty White makes it to 100. And but what good comedic timing to get this big magazine to print this story and then be like, peace.
Peace, I'm out. She got the last laugh.
She got the last laugh.
Wow. I hadn't thought of it that way.
I saw something else that was like, when people are shocked and surprised and this sad when you're 99 and you pass away, like when it's expected, like you lived, you had impact on people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's hard to lose anyone anytime, but she was going to be 100. Like, what did we expect?
The last day of 2021.
I mean, it's pretty good comedic timing.
99, so close to.
Yes, so close.
So close to 100. Oh, wow, another big super chat.
Whoa, Eric
C.
Thank you.
Yeah. Saying, late into tonight's live, well done for 2021. Thank you. Looking forward to 2022 content. Cheers.
Thank you,
Eric. Yeah. If you're late into the live, you might be wondering what I'm drinking. It is Coke Zero.
Let's see. Bob wants more this or that videos. I think we can do that.
Yeah. this or that. Small
Yes, you
flight
all
fights.
have to raise glasses
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you guys want to know? Let us know.
What do you want to see us
let us
do
know.
this year? I know nobody really said like of things that we could do better that we did this year or did in 2021. So that's okay if you don't have any feelings on that. I don't mind.
No, that's
being
fine.
told I did great. But yeah,
Maybe they'd be more comfortable if it were like an anonymous thing.
anonymous forum. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just said, I know, I was reading it too. It caught me off guard. Why don't you put it up on screen? I was like, huh? Sarah, do you have a twin sister? I kind of look like Chad, but better. Plus, I sound like a wounded turtle when I sing. I've never heard a wounded turtle before, so I wouldn't. He said, just kidding. Love you.
Okay,
interesting.
that's actually better
comparison.
than how I read it. I read it incorrectly, but I read that as you look like me, but better. I was like, what?
Interesting.
So weird.
I like the idea of, let's see, Flannel's idea of how about a reoccurring recipe of the week or month. And we could do, I could shoot for a recipe of the month. That's
Recipe of the
interesting.
month,
I
okay.
like that. That
I
would help
like
keep
it.
me
I like
accountable.
Yeah.
That scares me because I'm not good at
But if you put it on the
If
calendar.
I put it on the calendar,
it'll
it will
happen.
happen.
Super chat from Chris R. saying Happy New Year. Got lucky and snagged a 2021 E.H. Taylor barrel proof and single barrel for $200 total yesterday. How did I do? You did very well.
Yeah, I mean, we normally see the E.H. Taylor single barrels for what? $90? $80, $90?
I have so not seen an E.H. Taylor single barrel.
The last
that
time I saw one, I
can
want to
even-
say it was 80.
barrel proof, I feel like is normally also 80, 90
I was
retail.
going to say, yeah. And then if you get it, so if you got them, but
I think that's great.
if it's marked up a couple bucks, but you were able to find them with tax,
I would
I
pay
feel
that
like
all
that's
day.
fair.
All day. Thank you for that super
I
chat.
feel like that's fair. Good job.
Da, 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 da.
Ryan pointed out that you nosed that Coke Zero.
It's
I don't have Coke
habit.
Zero because I don't. I think I'm better than everyone, and I don't drink soda, so
yeah.
I prefer water. I don't think I'm better than everyone. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Jimmy Drammer wants more game shows. Ooh, that's a good idea. We
Yeah,
should do
yeah,
Tricked or Treated, but like more often throughout the year, not just on Halloween.
Absolutely. Team Sarah, you are perfect. Chad, lots of needed improvement. LOL. JK.
Jay's always on my team. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. More competitions.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about that?
Well, we will have the Bourbon Bowl coming up in February. Super Bowl Sunday. That'll be fun.
Yes. And then
I have demanded that we cut back on our entries because last year, oof. When your mom calls you afterwards and is like, don't ever do that again, you listen. Yeah. And she's like, you're drunk and embarrassing me. I'm like, okay, fair. Yes. Oh, lots of demand for more recipe videos. This is great.
Okay. That's good. Recipe videos.
And this, drink this or that.
Okay. Good. Good.
And Jay's already on my team for Bourbon Bowl. Yeah, aren't we? I can't remember what our scores are.
I was winning until this last year. We've had 3 of them, so I think it's 2-1.
I think so.
Bourbon Bowl.
We need Bourbon Bowl shirts.
Yeah.
I think we said that last year.
Yeah, we did.
A missed opportunity.
Let's see. How about an update on coming
Ooh.
barrel pick release?
Great
dates?
question, Jenny.
Yes.
Let's see. Ones that we have. Probably the next one will be another Knob Creek bourbon. We also have a Peerless Rye that's out there somewhere in the world, waiting to get to us. And same thing with the Bullet Cast Strength. We just picked a Yellowstone single barrel and a 1792 full proof, but those probably will take several months, so they probably won't come out until I'm gonna say middle, yeah, April, May, June, something like that. As I said, we're working on a project with Penelope Bourbon, so that'll be. I'm not sure what the timeline is on that. We'll do a blend, and then we have some other ideas Love to do another Nulu pick. I think that we just have to say the word on when we want that one. Right, Nulu?
Yes, Nulu is a pretty quick turnaround, so when we kind of have a month that we need to fill, we'll probably, I think we're talking about doing a double oak from them, so.
Yes, I would love to do a double oak from them. If Peerless Double Oak would let us do, if they would let us do a double oak pick at Peerless, that would be amazing. I wish.
We'll see.
We may, see what strings we can
couple double
pull
oaks
on.
there. That'd be
We'll
nice.
see. That'd be
for
great.
2022. Absolutely.
I don't know what else. I think that's all that I know of right now.
Yeah, and then we have a lot
couple
of
more Lux Row picks. I think that will come out at the end of or later.
Did you say the bullet?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Scott is asking, is there anything you would not do content-wise that you have done in the past for the sake of change or a refresh? Anything that you would not do content-wise that you've done in the past? Well, there's always the Dixon Deadman where we reviewed Confiscated while talking to him. We thought
people don't like you.
people would take our word that we were being very honest and but
I feel like we would have to wear a lie detector in order to make that work.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah, exactly. So people didn't buy that. So we wouldn't do that again. Not to say we wouldn't talk to master distillers, master tasters, master blenders, but we wouldn't be reviewing something with them. Anything else we would not do content wise we've done in the past?
I mean, I don't have a firm answer on this, but this is something I talked with Chad about a lot, is that, like, as more channels come onto YouTube and we see a lot of people doing similar types of content, maybe things that we've done in the past, I always say, like, our challenge is, how do we innovate, right? Because, like, we can't just say, well, we were here first and we did that first. Like, one, that's a jerk thing to say, but also too, like, nobody cares, it doesn't matter. No. Just bring us fresh content. So, like, we can stomp our heels where we want, but, like, it doesn't really matter, no one cares, and also we don't care, like, we get it. Honestly, it's a compliment that we had a good idea, like, if we were doing something first. But yeah, I think, like, our challenge is to see what everyone else is doing, and if a lot of it lines up too much with the things that we have done in the past, it's up to us to challenge ourselves to come up with a new way of doing it or do something different. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we ponder these things, and I don't have an answer on any of those right now, but we talk about it.
But yeah, there's some stuff that we're already talking about.
How do we change?
Are we going to do XYZ different in 2022? And so yeah. Let's see what else.
I feel like we can do one or two more. I saw more requests for, I think it was the Bourbon Ginger who said, like, videos on, like, food pairings, date night bourbons, and, like, more cocktails, more recipes and stuff. So it seems like you guys want that content, so we'll have to do that. I like the idea of doing pairing episodes. I've been really wanting to do, like a charcuterie board, because I feel like people don't often think about pairing whiskey and cheese. But that one will probably have to wait.
Sure.
A few months.
Yeah.
I'm working on a cocktail for, the hot toddy will be first, and I'm working on a black Manhattan for Valentine's Day. I feel like it's very, I don't know, it's kind of Manhattan's a very romantic cocktail, I think.
Yeah. Bark Art refresh video, yes.
How'd you know?
Need to do that, and also a rye centered video around that as well. That video just won't stop.
It just won't. The video that won't quit.
Just keeps going.
Tiffany wants more puppy.
More puppy. Okay, we can do that.
More puppies?
Puppy.
More puppies?
Sure. Yes.
That didn't sound.
That's a nice compliment. Always good to be included with the Whiskey Tribe, Whiskey Vault.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have the advantage of location as opposed to other YouTubers. You could do more on-site content / collabs at distilleries. Yeah.
I really want to do that too.
Yeah, our Know Your Distillery series that we've still only done one episode of, but we have filmed another one, and that might be some of the content that you're getting here in January because of dry January.
Deepak, right there.
Mm-hmm.
How about Scotch reviews? I don't see that coming for us because I don't feel like it would be of any value other than humor. Like watching us struggle our way through a Scotch, like, can we drink it? Are there things out there that we would like? And I'm not hating on Scotch. It's just that's not our palate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that we would be able to bring any value. Like, we don't have enough experience with it to talk about flavor profiles and maturity and how does that, shake out with value.
To give a recommend or not.
Right. And like, just to really assess it,
Yeah.
I don't know that I could review a Scotch because I don't have enough knowledge. Now, what I would love to do, and we've talked about this a bit, and I don't know if it definitely won't happen this year, but maybe we can start planning for next year, is to do a trip to Scotland and watch two bourbon people get educated, because I think that would be funny and fun, and actually useful for us to go through how people actually learn about it and experience that for ourselves, because I don't want to pretend like I know things.
Right. Yeah, and we would have gone down that route of learning things just like we did when we were learning about bourbon if the appeal, and I don't mean that to sound in a bad way, but, if the same appeal that we had for bourbon was related to Scotch. We just don't have the same taste for it that we do. But, you know, we're two Kentuckians, and I always say you wouldn't go over to Scotland and go into a pub and find the oldest Scottish guy there and say, hey, you need to drink bourbon. Knock off the Scotch stuff.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't do it. So don't come into my house and tell me
stop.
I'm kidding.
But I mean,
Kidding.
Yeah, bourbon is what we know, and not saying that we're not willing to try other things. It's just
because we do try it.
We do try,
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I will say, like, every time I try something, like we tried some when we went to the Bastards Ball in October. You know, talked to some people that were there, what we like, what we don't like that we've had before, and got guided on a couple of tastings. And there were some stuff that I liked, but I still struggle with, am I going to reach for that? Or am I going to reach for my favorite whiskeys that are back here? And that's my comfort. I mean, it's like, do I want mashed potatoes or green beans? Like, I want mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I like green beans.
And then there's the next problem. Where would we put all this Scotch?
Right. We can't have a Scotch habit because we already have a bourbon habit, and it's pretty bad.
Right. Yeah.
But would still like to experience it. I'd like to get a formal education. Just for fun. You know, I think it would be cool.
Super chat from Charles saying, where are you both from? And are born. We were actually just talking about this, but thank you, Charles.
Lexington, Kentucky. As I sit.
Bourbon County, Kentucky.
He loves to beat that drum.
If you can believe it. Yeah, bourbon's in my blood in more ways than one. Except in January.
Goof.
Thank you for that, Charles.
Oh,
Cheers.
okay.
Cheers to you. Yeah, I think we've gone through a lot of questions here tonight.
Yeah,
And,
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
A couple minutes over.
Yeah.
As always, I don't know. If you guys we'd like to hear ideas, like, throughout the year. You know, it doesn't have to just be this episode. Feel free to share them with us anytime. Yeah.
I keep thinking this
because
is
we're always
bourbon.
looking to get better. You know.
Carbonation.
It's a habit.
Might have to do like a kombucha next week or something. Talk about those notes.
Yeah, sure.
Know. Last super chat of the evening goes to Myra.
Thank you.
For the super chat. Thanks you very much.
For the super chat. I'll give you a little water cowbell cheers.
Hey. A cola and water cowbell cheers.
Well,
I like it.
Hopefully we gave you some good reflection on this past year, and I don't know, some things that make you excited about 2022, and yeah. Jimmy Dramer wants it's Bourbon Night versus Bourbon Junkies trivia game. If you go to Whiskey Weekend, you'll probably see it. No, I think I like that idea of like hosted, streamed things. So hopefully we can work that in.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, all good ideas, all
Yeah.
good questions. Thank you all so much.
Oh, and no worries, Charles. We were just it actually just come up in conversation here when you when you did the super chat, so that was funny how it lined up that way.
One other thing we didn't ask about, we didn't talk about merch, things that they want to see, but we can always get to that later.
Oh yeah,
Just brainstorm on it, think about it.
Talk about that next week.
Yeah, sure.
Guess, yeah.
We'll have to talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's true.
We'll have plans.
We have plans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, to entertain you.
Exactly. Are you not entertained? Cool. Sounds good for those who are joining us in dry January. Keep on keeping on.
Drink more water.
Even if it's a dry week, you know. And to those who are not, continue enjoying the beautiful elixir of the gods.
You do you.
Yes. Have one for us, please.
Enjoy it.
So that's where we'll leave it. I don't think anyone commented that we have a new angle.
It's okay.
We have a new
they
angle.
can only intake so much information at once.
I know.
We did a lot.
Yeah, we did. So that's, where's my thing?
I don't know.
What's over here?
I'm not sure what you're looking for.
Looking for this. It's this way. There we go. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next Sunday. Until then, have a great day. Night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.